Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Moonsigil Atlas. It is a roguelike deck builder, except for the cards aren't just cards, they're Tetronimo shapes that you place onto a board, and they trigger different effects. So, for example, I've got this is the shape that it can create. It's got a little rune at the tip. If I put the rune in the glowy area, it triggers the rune at the associated enemy. So in that case, it shoots the Rune Guard Fledgling, Sorry, it doesn't shoot it. It applies a shield to this quadrant, so the Rune Guard Fledgling can't hit me. And then it just shoot it the rest of the way. If it doesn't have a rune, you can place it wherever, so I can place a bolt over here and still have it shoot. However, we need to figure out blocking because I don't want to get hit here. Health, like in most roguelike deck builders, is in somewhat short supply. So put down burdens, they block the board and make it so I can't play cards in those areas. I can actually kind of sneak a thing in here, maybe if I wanted to. It's only hitting me for a little bit. So what I'm looking for is a layout that lets me play as many of these bolts as I possibly can, or we just win. Let's see, exhaust the card, dismantle, twin flare, deal 4 × 2 damage, and then draw a card or charge. Okay, so this does 8. The problem is it's really awkward shape. If we take a look at this, we can actually see where we're going. We're here, we can go off this map. It's very Slay the Spire, at least in that regard. So, I want to remove cards. I don't hate the idea of removing sigils, adding sigils. There's one here that lets me exchange 2 shapes, which actually is really tempting, but I think I might want to pass on it so it can go here. Because I want to remove cards and I want to add more shield runes, if I can. Because yeah, if I can do a lot of that, that's going to be really helpful. So, fight, remove a shape, make a card better, and remove a card. Ooh. These are all tempting, and I don't know. Because Twin Flare would be good if I can get it down to the point where it's a tiny little thing. Let's see, dismantle. Oh, that just removes non-hostile. No, that's not very good. So I could skip this for some Astral Dust. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's see, I'll explain what Astral Dust is in a moment. So do I want to cull cards? I think we need to. Okay, so I can give something +2 focus. So I can now make it so this does 6 damage × 2. It's not an amazing boost, but it's still a good one. Okay, so I was mentioning the Astral Dust. You can spend this. Let's get rid of a ward. You can spend Astral Dust to increase the number of cards that you, or not number of cards, number of activations at each of these nodes. So if you want to, swing in for me twice. If you want to remove 2 cards, you have to have a full Astral Gem, which requires 3 Astral Dust. And so it actually makes skipping things worthwhile in this game as opposed to most other roguelike deck builders where it's not worth it. Okay, they're swinging a little hard for me. Unlike Slay the Spire, blocking is not cumulative, or blocking is not, I don't want to say it. It's cumulative, so 4, 8, 10, whatever, as you add things up, you get extra. However, blocking, if an enemy is hitting you like 5 times for 5 damage, if you have 5 block, you block all the damage. Which is really nice, actually. So let's put a hostile hex on my board. Overlapping sigils, discard a card. So that's tricky. I'm just going to put this here. I don't want to discard cards, but... Okay, just select a card from my hand to discard. I'm not expecting to do well on this one. Okay. Get rid of Dissipate. I can put that there. Bolt and Bolt. Actually, we managed to kill it. Perfect. So Fortify, a basic block, and lets me draw 2 cards, which is quite good, especially if I can make it smaller. They're all kind of basic common cards, though. Light Scatter, 12 damage to all enemies is nice, but its shape is bleh. Or I can just skip it, which I do like the idea of. Because I'd like to have a couple of these Astral Gems if I can manage it. Okay, so he's hitting me for 3 Hatred. Ooh. Apply a stack of strength to all enemies. So I'm going to block the hit, which is going to make him a little stronger. But then I'm going to wait. Because that... Okay. You're one of these jerks. Yeah, there's no way I can remove this. Hostile and Ghost, and it looks like he might apply that every single turn. Oh, he didn't do it this time. Okay. So I guess being patient may have paid off here. There we go. The damage on it is not amazing. Yeah, okay, so he'll do it periodically. Strength. I don't want to give him the strength, but I do want to avoid taking as much damage as possible. Okay. At this point, go for broke. Time to kill him. All we need to do is hit him twice on the next round. And this is why I want to remove as many of my cards as I possibly can, because if I don't have many of these, it'll be nice. So Stony Vault, exhaust the card, add a copy of Gravel, does 2 damage but inherits this sigil's focus, which is quite good. Fortify, or we just gain the Astral Dust. Okay, so this is a little iffy. If I take a look at card collection. You know, in retrospect, Shape Exchange, I could have actually exchanged one of my, like, bigger moves. But I think I'm going to go up this direction, go for the Elite Combat. Okay, so he has blocked parts of the board, which really isn't that big of a deal. I'll just hit him once. Each of these is going to go away. Oh, right. No, this is a huge deal. This guy's really painful. Because it gains in strength and then just starts wailing on me. Oh, no, I can do this because we can then play Dissipate to get rid of the Starfall so I can play the Bolts. Yeah, this is pure DPS race, and unfortunately, I don't have enough DPS to, like, beat him out. The best I can do is kind of stall for time. Okay. Do I have 3 bolts? I do. We can just finish him off. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Still hurt. So on board, whenever you draw a card, 2 damage to the enemy with the least remaining health, which is actually quite good. We also have Disperse, which is shield, and then remove any sigil from the board, including hostile sigils. Both of these are actually quite good, and I don't know which I want more. I don't have much for draw. So let's go for Disperse. And we get another gem. Let's go here. Add a shield rune to a card. Starfall. Now I can make it so it gives me 2. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then I can go here and remove 2 cards from my deck. Let's get rid of both of those. Because, yeah, I need to have my deck be much smaller than it is. I don't need to. It's just extremely helpful. Okay, so this makes it so we get temporary decay, so I cannot use Starfall. It's just too big. But at least we can hit it a couple of times. Okay, so this is why Disperse is awesome. I can just get rid of the Withering Hex. And then I can just put Ward here because I don't actually care if that gets decay. Okay. I guess we'll do less damage, but this gets me all the block I need. Get rid of that. I can just put the bolts down. I guess I could have actually put the Disperse down early, but eh. This Corruptor isn't a huge concern. I actually don't know why I did that. There's no reason to do so, but no reason not to do so either. Let's see. If I just put this down. Yeah, we can just take him out. Perfect. Easy peasy. So Torment, discard a card, draw 2 cards. Find an opening, shield to regen, and damage to an enemy that's not attacking you is not amazingly good. I think I'm going to just keep skipping. So do I want to get a shield rune? I think so. I'm just going to scale up the amount of shield runes that I have. Because it'll make it easier to block. Okay, so what's this guy's deal? Oh, he's the one. So he's going to do something to my moon. Right, because I'm defending a moon here. All right, well. Just shoot him a bunch. Unfortunately, I don't have any, like, really good damage scaling cards. Mood of Ire and Wrath. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a ward. A disperse on that ward. Another ward, and then I have plenty of space for bolt. We want to hit his, like, little side moons here. Okay, what's this do? Turn end, take 12 damage if it's not been covered up. I mean, that's easy. Okay, so just dismiss the Starfall. Bolt. Yeah, I don't do much damage, but at least I'm able to play most of my cards. Ah, dang it. The thing is, I want to kill these guys because... Oh, God. Okay, damage if it hasn't been covered up is a problem. Okay, we get Moon's Heart. Get rid of one of these. Clear that. Put ward down. Put other ward down. Or, do I do bolt, hit this thing, and put that there? Yeah, unfortunately, this guy has really good damage scaling on account of the Moon of Wrath. I probably should have killed that one first. Was not thinking. And then I do have Dissipate. One more turn, but yeah, it's gained a lot of defense. Do a disperse. Yeah, I have to kill it. I only take 5. Okay, let's put this here. So we have a ward. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not covered by the highlighted zone, so I'm going to take that damage. Aye. At least I've got decent defense. Okay, get rid of the ward. Got plenty of space for bolts. It's going to take pretty much everything I've got to keep that damage down. Should see if I can actually disperse. Avarice. I can. Okay, that's actually really helpful. Let's see. Dissipate. Get rid of this. Yeah, unfortunately, he's swinging hard for me. So I'm only going to be able to get one of these bolts, but that's fine. It's 12. Keep getting rid of these avarices. Because, yeah, if I can cull them entirely from my lineup... then I don't have to worry about them taking space on board. Yeah, it looks like we got this. It's tight, though. Hampered at least to some degree by the fact that I have too much junk cards and not enough good cards. But it's okay, it's almost dead. Okay, get rid of that. One more? Perfect. Okay, he's down. What do we have? Staff of Omens. We have Condemn, turn start, do 30, play, draw 10 cards. Ascend is fascinating, but messy. Cloak of Omens, shield, and then transform it into Staff of Omens, which does a bunch of damage. If I give it focus, that becomes really good. Condemn is interesting. It's too big. Yeah, persists for a turn, so it either persists for... No, it's effectively just a... Wait one turn, do 30. Which is kind of good. There are things that also work really well with turn start. I think I'm going to go for Condemn. Ascend would be interesting, but it's just too freaking big. Okay, start of combat, add a random forbidden card to your hand. Start of each combat, 8 shield to the enemy's region or 15 max health. The random forbidden card, no. This makes it so I don't take the first hit. But I think I'm going to just go for the Crimson Phial. Okay. Yeah, we're trying to free this thing. Let's see. So I don't have an Astral Gem, so we should have that in form. So if an Astral card pack can give me cards from other characters, which is, I don't know how to feel about that, frankly. Kind of a, I don't want to say like a stinky lineup here, but this is not the most exciting route. A lot of card removal, though. So I think I'm probably going to want to go this way. Yeah, we're removing at least 3 cards, but I could potentially get it up to 6. I think I want to go for Sigil removal. Because I kind of want to make Condemn small. If I can manage it. Oh, but that's literally the only point of Sigil removal. Otherwise, I can try and go for an Astral card pack and hope for the best. Because the problem with... Well, okay, we could also do a removal on Disperse, which would make it fit better. I think I'm going to go for broke. We're kind of low on good cards. Okay, random, or draw. I think I'm just going to actually stick to this character and see if we get something fun. Turn start, draw a card. Turn start, draw 3 cards, or Veni Vidi Vici. I like the idea of kind of both of these. I'm going to go Farsight. I should be able to fit that kind of thing. Okay, so what do these do? Overlapping takes some damage. And it's thrown for 6. Okay, can block it all, then we can dissipate the dam. Starfall to throw and Condemn. Which is kind of the strategy I want to do. Oh. Oh no. That's actually way worse than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's fine. Yeah. Go for another one of those. Go for a Dissipate on that. Go Starfall because I've got plenty of block. Yeah, I could wait, but I think this is fine. think, do we just condemn? Oh, we kind of can't. We also don't need to. We're killing it next turn anyway. Or, well, I thought we would. It's okay, he's only swinging for 10. There we go. Oh, but I'm taking 2. That's fine. Let's see. Recurring memory, 5 damage, exhausts the card, returns from your exhaust pile whenever you draw an extra card. That's interesting. Scathing Storm's also good. Whenever you play it, deal 6 times 2 damage and inflict exposed on the enemy. So this works really well with a draw build, which I do have. The problem with this is it's huge. But this scales well. It's too big. Let's go recurring memory. Well, I was going to get some astral bits, but alas. So, ooh. Zap that. Farsight. Recurring memory. Go for the damage. Okay, so let's do a dissipate on the disperse. Disperse on the dissipate. Oh, he's got temporary armor. Recurring memory. Farsight. Do I want to do a condemn for 30? I think so. And then I'll throw in a bolt. Because I should be able to do disperse. Comfortably remove that. Let's see. Gains persist 1, which, you know, I like that, actually. Okay, and then I can throw a bolt in. Also do a recurring memory. But no reason for me to do so. Take no damage. Then I'll just go with a condemn. Oh, I guess I could have just shot it, but it's fine. What's this sucker gonna do to me? There we go. Hone. Draw a card, infuse a card in your hand with focus 2. Is actually really good. Sadly, I can only remove 1 right now. I am barely using these wards. I don't plan on doing so more. So the question is, do I want to go for the Forbidden Card Pack? That's kind of good, but I think I want to go for the Elite Combat. Okay. So we have Farsight, Disperse, Condemn, Starfall. I guess start with Starfall, then Disperse. Get rid of that. Throw Condemn in, throw Farsight over here, and then a Bolt. Okay, what's his deal? Summons. Augmenter Totem. Buffs itself. You know what? Kill it. Okay, then I can do Hone. Card with Focus 2. Put it on Recurring Memory. I'm going to disperse that. Fully blocked. Okay, zap it. Do a condemn. And then a bolt. There we go. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to keep killing these. Okay. Go for Farsight. Go for Starfall. Take that guy out. The Looming Augmenter is kind of a pain, but like not overwhelmingly. Okay, so let's do Recurring Memory. Then Hone. Get Recurring Memory back again. I want to make both of these really small, if I can manage to do so. Into Farsight. Into Disperse? Oh, give me the block that I need. Let's see. Do we go for the Condemn? I think so. Get rid of that, because I can fit a bolt in. The sooner I get all of my bolts out of the way, the better. Okay. Start with a Disperse. So I want to get that Condemn out of here. Pop the Dissipate, get rid of that. Okay, might as well do Recurring Memory. Hone. Recurring Memory. Yeah, yo-yoing Recurring Memory and scaling its damage up is actually working really well for me. Moderation. Force Shield, turn start, draw a card. It's kind of good. There's also the Buckler. I think we just skip. Okay, Star Shackled Kin. Cast and buff. No idea. Recurring Memory. Hone. On... I actually should be honing Starfall. Kind of. Both are good. 5 stacks of death. Oh, when the enemy reaches 5 stacks, it just dies. That's the trick. And then we want to clear it off my board. Because I think the point is that I get one of those every turn. What is this? Turn end, take 8 damage. Death Weave. I'm not going to be able to stop this, am I? Yeah. I'm not. This is going to hurt, actually. Oh, there's another Doom. Oh, and I should have maybe done Hone. We'll figure it out. Because I might not have enough space. Okay, another Farsight. Recurring Memory. I could do Condemn, but it doesn't really help me too much. Use with Focus too. A little bit of damage. There's no point in hitting him, though, is the recognition. Like, killing this guy is legitimately quite hard. Okay, get rid of the Doom. Play the next 2 Dooms, and I think he just dies. There it goes. Shield, activate the turn start effects of all non-hostile sigils in play. That actually is quite good, because that works with Condemn, and that works with Farsight. So yeah, Corlum's verse is amazing. I also like Sage's Metal, but... Okay, card removal. Yeah. Yeah, because we really need to get rid of all of these bolts and wards. I'm just not using them. Okay, we get a random card pack. Turn start. Oh, please don't be amazing, because I think I might want to skip this one. Yeah, they're all terrible, actually. Perfect. I mean, okay, maybe not the most terrible, but still. Go here. Remove card. Because now I can get rid of all of the trash from my deck. And so now I can go for a really clean build. Okay. Oh, it's this guy. So he's swinging for 20. Thanks, buddy. Okay, and I have nothing here that scales more. But that's fine. Boost recurring memory. Get a Farsight up in here. And I guess I'll just go for that. So I'll take 8 damage. There's no way around that. Now, is this currently blocked? Burden. Okay, so I cannot put anything there. Normally. But now I can clear it and put Starfall back. Now, the problem is, I don't have a whole lot of room in my setup. I think I'm just going to keep casting that one. Bad turn, but otherwise, eh. What's this one do? Overlapping sigils get less damage, that's fine. Hit him with a recurring memory. Go for another Farsight. Oh, he is swinging for an amount. Okay. Okay, and that's kind of stunned him. Go for the Dissipate. Put it here. Get rid of Starfall, just to give me the space. Put that there. Put Condemn down. With Hone. But I think we want to do Orlim's Verse, which triggers all of my turn start effects. Gets me recurring memory back. Gets me this. I'm going to boost that one's damage. I don't actually know which of these is better. Now, the one problem is now my hand is, or my deck is a little full. Oh. Well, it still does a decent chunk of damage to him, so start with the Disperse. Get rid of the Condemn. I can fit Starfall. I can fit Starfall. It's not an amazing amount of damage. 16 times 2 is actually quite good. Hold up. So in that case, let's do Recurring Memory. Let's do Hone. And keep boosting Starfall, because that doubles its damage. Put that there. I could have actually done Dissipate as well, but it's fine. That's just 40 damage. Nice and clear. Okay, so I don't actually know what he's doing here. Hold up. We should probably do Recurring Memory, followed by Hone. Keep boosting the damage on that. Now that this has been boosted, shield, bunch of damage, do a Dissipate. Get rid of that, give me some space. There. That. Let's see. And we want to do Corlim's Verse. Doesn't actually give me anything here. But, I mean, hit him for 30. I do kind of feel like this is actually not nearly as good as I was hoping it would be. Let's see, remove something else from the board. Can it remove itself? No. It's fine. Oh, in retrospect, we might actually also be able to knock it out of hitting me, because yeah. There's the recurring memory. Okay, yep. So it's going to shatter the moon, which we don't mind. Do this, get rid of the dismiss. I could do the condemn. If I do condemn, we can then do Corlum's verse. Because condemn will hit him twice. Okay, now we want to do disperse condemn. Hold up. Let's see, recurring memory. I really hope we get the ability to nuke a bunch of runes on the next round. Boosting the damage on this, 32. There it goes. Alright, so what do we have? Infuse all of your cards with Focus 5. Exhaust this card. Starts in your hand. We have Flurry, which just does 2 times 6 damage, or Clarity. Exhaust the card. First sigil you play each turn is immediately removed from your board. Clarity is awesome. None of these are turn start, unfortunately, but I will take that one. So shield runes provide 1 extra. Yeah, let's go for that. Just for a little bit of extra defense. So what I'm going to need is to remove as many slots as I can possibly get. Probably. What is this? Oh, card upgrade slots. Wow. We don't have the ability to remove a damn thing here. That's nutty. I mean, it's fine. But yeah, I was really hoping to remove just some of the rune slots to give me some more space. And since I can't do that, I'm at a loss. Okay, well, I have no choice. I think I have to go to the Elite Combat, and that's kind of fine. Clarity. Let's see if it works. Okay, it doesn't work yet. Okay, so it's summoning a friend. Okay, condemn an enemy. Who am I hitting? Knowledge Totem. That one. So, big question. Yep, automatically removed. That's so nice. Okay, we're now fully blocked. Recurring memory. That one. Another Farsight. Hone. Boost Starfall. Now I can actually fit Starfall up in here for 16 damage. That's exactly what I'm going to do. There we go. Stole a card from me. Rude. Let's see. Do we... Yeah, we have recurring memory. Start with that. Hit this guy. Then I'm going to lead... Oh. Into Hone. It's fine. I have Disperse. Like, I have a lot of ways that we can just kind of disregard a number of these abilities and effects. Okay, that draws me a bunch of cards. We get recurring memory. Let's see, select an enemy. We kill this guy, then we get Hone. I guess in this case, I'm going to keep going for recurring memory. Hit them. I have a Farsight played. I can do a second one, but I don't think we need it. Because I only have so many cards in my deck at the moment. I draw my whole hand, so I really only need recurring memory to be active once. Okay. Recurring memory, take it out. There's Condemn, which in retrospect is not actually that good. It's kind of a tragedy there. Let's see. Cannot remove itself. The far side down. Pop Condemn. Have a Hone? I think I'm going to do... If I do Dissipate here, Fading Memory, put it there, and then I can do Verse. Yeah, honestly, if I were to get rid of Condemn and Farsight, I just wouldn't even need to draw extra cards every turn. Oh. Dang it. It's fine. Let's see. Hone. Boost this, so this does a ton of damage. Get rid of that. Get that down. Okay. Do the damage. So here's the thing. I didn't think of this until now. Oh, well, never mind. So Flurry, Cloak of Omens, Fortify. I think we just skip. And we get some slots. Add 2 upgrade slots to a thing. Problem is, what kind of upgrades are we even looking at? Spare shield runes? Yeah, because we don't care about prepared. Forbidden Artifact might be interesting. A lot of elites. Oh. Yeah, the sad part is, for all of the potential upgrade slots I can stack on something, I'm not upgrading a dang thing here. RNG has decided that I just don't get those. RNG has also decided that I get just a gazillion. Let's see. Actually pop this now. Not what I was hoping for. Let's see. Remove something from the board. Harlem's Verse. Yeah, do I hone? Yeah, actually. I forgot that hone draws a card automatically. Okay, there. We take no damage. Oh, and we've weakened him. Right, because hitting this guy reduces his damage. Oh, that's concerning. Only slightly. Okay, so start with Starfall. Gets me the block, reduces his damage. Automatically removes. Get that, keep boosting Starfall. Use Starfall again. Then we disperse it. Pop Farsight down. Use Recurring Memory. Do I do Corlum's Verse? No way I can make space for this. I really wish I had some more ghost moves or something. do that. Put that there. Do Corlum's Verse. It gets me some things, just not what I need to be able to play Starfall again. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I have Farsight already. I don't think that does me any good. Yeah, so he gains strength every turn. I gain some damage every turn. It's just not amazing amounts. But considering I can use Hone to use this twice per turn, and it scales, I scale almost as much as he does. Okay. To get that down. And then the verse. Or do I just do Farsight? I think I'm just going to do Farsight. Oh. And then we can still get it down. Sick. I just have to deal with the fact that my setup is currently kind of full. Well, hold up. If I condemn him... If I hone... Condemn him again. Hit him with Corlum's Verse. Yeah, we just get him twice. Echoing Blast... No, I think I'm just going to skip these. I have more crystals than I know what to do with. Do I want to do a card removal? The problem is a lot of these, like, the way this is lined up, we just have nothing. This is a really awful final act for me. So, I don't hate the idea of potentially removing Dissipate and Condemn. Dissipate, Condemn, and Corlum's Verse. Because otherwise I could go here and hope for an interesting artifact. I think I'm going to go for the card pack and just hope for something fun. Utility, Rare. Rare with an Astral Gem. Upgrade. I'm actually going to grab Venny. Go for the Forbidden Artifact. Okay, each combat will now have an additional card. Music box. Well, that might actually be really good. Okay, so obviously this has now created some small issues for me. Oh, it's this guy. Kind of fine, actually. Can I fit this? I can. It's huge, but yeah, I can just get rid of it. And there's really no reason for me to play any of these. So the problem is, every time I hit this guy, I get garbage. Which is not great. But I can work with that. So we're going to get Farsight. We're going to play Disperse. Remove a sigil from the board. Get rid of that. Play Dissipate. Get rid of that. I have the star scale, but I want to avoid using it. Play that. Gets me full block. Draw another. And yeah, I don't want many of those star scales if I can avoid them. Okay, here it is. So we're going to start with Starfall. Then I'm going to do Vici. Then I'm going to do Hone. On Starfall just because. Then I'm going to do a Vici again. Gets me a Hone. Which, I guess at this point we're boosting Vici. Because that gets me a Vici again. Which gets me a Hone. Which gets me a Vici again. Which just demolishes him. Okay, so we've gone infinite. Shield, discard your hand, draw that many cards. I think I'm just going to... I mean, refresh is kind of interesting. I'll grab it just in case we get garbage. It's a good, oops, I'm in trouble kind of deal. How are we doing this one? So this is going to cost me an astral gem, but that's fine. Because at this point now we want to see what this gives me. Oh, it costs an astral gem. A second clarity is certainly interesting. I think I'm going to skip, though. Yeah, I should have been paying attention. Okay, go for a second removal. We're going to get rid of Condemn, and I'm going to get rid of... Farsight's at least halfway useful. Let's get rid of Recurring Memory. We're just not using it. We heal, not that I've taken any damage. Well, let's see what the final boss is. Hopefully it's not the one that spams my shit. Okay, Star Gorger. Wait, maybe we'll be okay. 0 damage. Well, here's the question. Perfect. Okay, Clarity. Farsight, and we don't care about anything else. Okay, so this is what sucks. Death Spiral. On board whenever you play a sigil. Spawn 2 copies of an Endless Burden on the board. And I'm like 90% certain I can't get rid of it. Well, it's okay. Because here's the thing. I'm back on my bullshit again. You may spam my deck full of garbage, but let me tell you, sir, Veni Vidi Vici over and over and over again until you die. Oh. What was that do exactly? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it kind of jams into awkward spots. That's fine. I just have to do this 2 more times. 3 more times. Do I have enough space? Jury's out. We'll find out. It's okay. So this is a serious problem. Luckily, bam. That clears up my board. Okay. So this is going to sound kind of silly. There's a second phase to this fight, and it's a pain in the ass. However, we're just going to pregame this fight. With Venividi Vici. Because this scales the damage by admittedly 2 per round, per cycle. But, like, that's okay. Because, yeah, right now he's completely incapable of doing anything. He's just going to sit there and let me shoot him. And I'm going to make the most use of that I possibly can. Look, when life lets you go infinite, you go infinite. You don't say no. You also make a really nice little, like, diagram here. See, I think his next phase has, like, 1,000 HP or something slightly unmanageable. And I want to exploit that as best as humanly possible. Put it there. Yeah. Just shy. Okay, that's fine. I almost filled it, was able to fill the whole thing in, but that's fine. Alright, round 2. Oh, never mind, he only has 600 HP. Alright. Oh, right, and it scales so much worse now, too. Oh, do I not have the things? Okay, so that's lightly terrifying if this wasn't doing 92 damage per hit. Ah, that's a lot. But I only have to do this like 2 more times. I'm really curious how you're supposed to manage this normally. No! My pattern! You scum! Perfect 100 damage. Where do I put this one? Right here? Nice little pattern right there. Your task is complete, Frail One. In truth, I'm surprised to see you come this far. Yet there's still one favor I'd ask of you. Follow me and prove your worth one last time. What? No! Hello, Frail One. Both of us have been wronged by the old gods long ago. They forged the chains that bind me here, and the Lunatri's profane sigils prevent their removal. I need 3 untainted souls to block the Lunatri's magic. Thank you for bringing me yours. Return here with another sigil right, and we can complete the ritual. Victory? So, secret last boss. We unlock a bunch of... oh no, that's a new starting deck. And that's Moonsigil Atlas. I think it's neat. I've actually been playing a fair bit of this off camera, just because I was like, oh, you know, it's another roguelike deck builder. How interesting can it be? And the answer is actually legitimately really good. Genuinely one of the better roguelike deck builders I've played in a while. I think the one complaint I would levy is that all of the cards and upgrades and everything seem to be heavily focused entirely on just your sigils and the runes that you put inside them. I really wish there were ways to modify the board, either by like adding extra tile spaces or leaving behind stuff. You know, imagine if you could put something down that gives like a +1 to all attack runes that have been placed on it. I think that could be really neat. Let's see, swap the shapes of 2 cards in hand. Huh. Is that permanent? Oh, for the rest of the encounter. Okay. Amass 0 damage, increased by 2. For each tile in the sigil's shape. It's okay. We also have this character who's all about exhausting cards. Fragile sigils and rune forging. Yeah, on play, spread the sigil. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to mess around with these. Oh, there's also Eclipse mode. Which, Yeah, no eclipse. So this is just makes the game harder. So we can do, oh boy. Yeah, I'm not, I won that with cheese. If it hadn't been for that Venividi Vici combo, we would not have won that one, for sure. That run was not good enough. So I don't think I care too much about ascension levels, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, if you like, if you like Slay the Spire, but you're looking for something different, or honestly, I'd actually compare this kind of closely to Die in the Dungeon. Wildly different outcomes, but a lot of the same like design ideas carried over. If you like either of those games, you're going to love this one. And huge plus for me, the runs aren't heinously long. You actually do just blitz through the runs pretty quick. I wish the map was broader. That I've had quite a number of my runs kind of skunked by the fact that the upgrade map, you know, the path on a run is just like, hey, all of the upgrades here, you just don't need. It's like all card removal. Yeah, but my deck's already thin enough and I have no alternatives because elites give you astral gems, which are good, but only if you have some place to spend them on. Fights just give you extra cards, which is only good if, you know, they fit your build. Extra runes to put into your sigils is good, somewhat, but it's usually only attack or defense runes, and I really wish there were more interesting ones. But the main one was, you guys saw in that last act there, I was like, I really need to remove a number of these like sigil pieces so I can actually like have a much thinner setup. And just it wasn't available. And I get that that's the point of these games, but it does kind of feel like because of how this handles its upgrade systems on those maps, that it almost gives too much power to RNG to just sink a run, which then forces you to consider more cheesy builds. Because there was a build that I could have done if I was able to yo-yo my like multi-hit card over and over and over again in a really interesting way. But yeah, because I wasn't able to remove more slots, it was kind of meaningless. And I don't want to say that this game should actually just have it be like, hey, you know, here's a node that lets you add attack or shield sigils. Here's one that lets you remove slots or make an enchantment. Like, I'd actually rather a lot of these nodes be an either or thing. Like, hey, do you want to remove sigil spots or do you want to enchant the sigil in some way? Just so you have a greater sense of control over your build. Because this is one of those games that I actually really wish was harder, but gave you more toys to play with. And so the point is finding out all the ways to break the game and the run and the build, rather than hoping that RNG gives you just enough that you can squeak by. Because it feels like it's really good from its like core gameplay mechanics and ideas behind it, but that there's a potential for like a really ridiculously fun game if I had more control. But I had to be that like savvy about breaking the build to win. But I don't know. I mean, I think it's in a fine state. I think it's just one of those where like there really is a disappointment of getting to the final act and being like, I need none of these things. This is not a problem in Slay the Spire because your card upgrades are guaranteed. Your card removals are few and far between, but reliable enough. You kind of know where they're going to show up. Mostly going to shops, sometimes question marks. It'd be like if you got to the final act of a Slay the Spire run, and there literally was just like no question marks and one shop. You'd kind of be like, I don't need this. Or if it's like all shops and you're like, I am too poor to afford any of these things. And so, while I love the fact that this has a lot of nodes that aren't combat, it's just like, hey, go here to remove a sigil piece, or go here to remove a card, or go here to add runes to your sigils. There's a very real possibility that, yeah, you can just get a whole act or two that are just worthless to you, you know, if your build is especially crystallized early. And I hope that's something that they maybe take a look at or address. I think one of the crazy ones I'd love to see is, what if you had consumables that you could just drag over to a node? Like, hey, I don't want to go here. This place sucks. Here's an extra node that I picked up earlier from like an elite fight. Because that would make the elite fights honestly more satisfying. Is if you could either get a rare card from them, an astral dust, or like an extra node, maybe. I don't know, something like that. Because yeah, if you can play a consumable item to be like, no, this next node, instead of being, you know, healing, which I don't need, I don't benefit from, is something else entirely. I don't know. Anyway, that's just some thoughts. For now, I might as well mention that Moonsigil Atlas, oh God, I'm recording this like weeks in advance, just because I played it idly to see if I'd like it. The answer is it's really good. It's out on May 28th, which might be today, might have been a day or two ago, or it might be a day or two from now. It really depends on when this embargo goes out. There is a demo. Hopefully it stays up. It is extremely good and very much worth looking into if you like roguelike deck builders. But I guess with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.